There have been so many moments working with WellStar that are deep treasures, but the moment that comes home to me most poignantly is actually about a patient moment, someone that I've taken care of since they were born with a very rare genetic condition, and actually probably they're one of the oldest surviving patients. What's poignant about it is that my whole office has become invested and involved in this young lady. And her mother scheduled a separate appointment, and all she would say is that it was a surprise. She was 14 and came into the office because she had just said her first word. This is a young lady that we remember bringing in emergently numerous times when she was a baby. She was in ICU. Her parents would get up at night to suction out her little airway to keep her breathing. And she survived. She's never had a bed sore or a pressure sore, despite the fact that she's been wheelchair bound for 14 years. Her family celebrates her and says that every day she makes the world a better place because of what they've learned. And when she came into the office, they said, "We have to share with you that she said her first word." And she did. She smiled and she said to me, "B," which is what my patients call me, Dr. B. And the whole office celebrated. It was very beautiful. And what was even more poignant is that the community had become involved in her care. There was a building contractor who was a neighbor, and he got his subcontractors and community to volunteer, and they built a wheelchair-safe house. As she was getting bigger, it was very, very difficult for her family. And so it was really a community project. And when she calls my office, she's on first name, the family's on first name terms. Everyone knows her, everyone knows the family. And it reminds us, so often people say, well, what kind of world is it that we live in that such things should happen to a child? When she comes in, we know why we're there, because she inspires everyone. And every time we see her, we realize how fortunate we are, how much we take for granted, but how she's played more of a role in her life to inspire people than any of us could altogether, given a lifetime. So that's a very poignant moment for me, serving in my office and knowing that I have many systems and many therapists and people to back up a patient and a family who have such great needs.